Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. He is Coach Jay. We're jumping back into the film room, breaking down this Jim Knowles defense. In the last couple of episodes, we talked about the secondary, talked about a couple of different techniques we may see in the secondary from the Jim Knowles defense. And then last episode, we talked about the Leo position. We started off this series talking about how Jim Knowles uses the Leo, may look a little different than what we're used to seeing, but sometimes he sends that Leo out on the field and he says, go attack the quarterback, go attack the ball carrier, go just attack. And we kind of talked about that on the last one. This one, Coach, I feel like it is your main event. I feel like this is the main dish. I feel like you've been waiting. It's a 7-course meal. You've had the appetizers, you've had the salads, you've had the nonsense, and they're about to bring you that perfectly cooked steak. We're talking linebackers, linebacker movement, linebacker mechanics. I want you to build me the perfect linebacker. And this can't be a cheat code. It can't be a guy that runs a 4.2 40 and he's 6'9", 500 pounds. But build me the perfect linebacker. What are you looking for from a physicality standpoint, height, weight, speed? Are you looking for more football IQ? Build me a linebacker. What are you looking for? This is your main event.
6 foot to 6'2", 6'3" on the high end, right? I'm looking for somebody who possibly, funny enough, Aaron Carter played running back a little bit in high school as well as defense. I'm looking for someone who plays incredibly violent, but is incredibly calm and level-headed at the same time. He almost should share that trait with an offensive lineman, right? But when it's time to go, they're willing to go fast. I'm also looking for a leader. I need a leader on the football field first and foremost. I need someone who understands the defense in, out, upside down, every which way till Sunday, because I want him to know when his back's turned based on what the offense is doing. I want him to know where every single man on the field. I want that mental picture to always be built out. So above anything for a linebacker, I want a smart player. And then finally, I want an instinctual player. I want a player who, once they see it, they know it and can go without having to think about it, without having to digest it, but then doesn't play above their toes or over their toes, as we call it, right? Or flat. They see something, they make a decision, they go, but they don't go so wild and out of control that they don't get there correctly and keep good angle pursuit and good movement mechanics on their path to the ball.
Yes or no question, Tennessee has the best linebacker room in the country, top to bottom.
Yes. I think they do. They've got to take some steps. We've got to clean some stuff up, which we're about to get into. But I think it's being cleaned up from everything I've seen. And I'm really excited about this linebacker room.
We're going to get into it. Do me a favor, smash the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Hit the join button down below. It's $1 a month. That's it. It is $1 a month to support this channel for the fans, by the fans, also fan funded. We're not some big corporate juggernaut. We don't have backing. We don't have advertising. We live because of you guys. We live off of your support. Hit the join button. It's $1. You can also do a super thanks. It is like a super chat on the video. Go down to the comment section. There is a little heart with a dollar sign. Click that. If you guys would donate, we would greatly appreciate it. These film breakdowns don't get as many views. They don't generate as much ad revenue. And oh, by the way, we've been showing some Ohio State games, some Tennessee games, some Penn State games. Those get demonetized. We are putting all this work in for you guys free of charge. We're not supporting anything. We're not paying the bills. We need your support. Think about hitting those super thanks. But let's go listen. We got Jim Knowles right off the rip. Is that where we're going here, Coach?
Let's go. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Well, I can see the title of this video, and I think it's going to go one certain way.
Speed, right? We're not looking at speed. We're trying to say, hey, keep your feet apart. Don't click your heels. Settle. That's a drill. That's a good drill because you're focusing on the fundamentals of movement, that balance, pushing off, keeping your cleats in the ground.
Just making sure that the little things are taken care of, like getting our cleats in the dirt, just playing.
Your cleats in the ground.
What we have to do is make sure that we got our cleats in the ground before the ball is snapped. I think that's the key to the game, and make sure that
just get our cleats in the ground, execute calls, the urgency of communicating and getting lined up.
Yeah, you got to get your cleats in the ground and you got to go play.
You got to get your cleats in the ground and you got to go play. I didn't have it on my bingo card, Coach. When you sent me the notes for this one, I said we got to roll the clip. We got to roll the clip. Jim Knowles wants us to get our cleats in the ground.
It's, you know what else a good linebacker does, but they keep their cleats in the dirt and they go play. But now listen, those coaches, you know, they're giving you a soundbite, and what they're really talking about is two different things, right? They're talking about getting lined up because Josh Heupel's teams are going so dang fast, right? Now, when we're talking about it from a linebacker's perspective, why is it important to keep our cleats in the dirt as a linebacker, you might ask? Well, you can change direction faster, right? When your cleats are when you're grounded, right? You can plant, you can fire off and react. When they're grounded, you're not hopping, you're not lunging, right? You can maintain leverage and stay grounded. You keep your hips underneath you, right? Your hips are underneath you. You have better form for tackling. You have better drive through. You can defeat blocks better, which we'll get into in this series with your linebackers. So it helps so many things, whether it's your not taking a bounce step. Now, I'm not talking about a bounce and read step, a BT step. We talked about a bounce and trigger step. We're talking about a true down step, reading guard, right? You're not going to have that false step that wastes time, that makes you slower to the hole and where you need to be. So as a linebacker, it's important not to cross your feet, to keep your heats down, not to click your heels, and always have that wide base. And it's about having that strong center of gravity where you're grounded and you can go violently kill somebody at any moment. Sorry.
Adding the fumble at the end just keeps them motivated. Right. Yeah. I like this drill because you drive downhill, but then you settle, right? So it's just you're just teaching them how to get their cleats in the ground, playing off the outside part of the foot, right? So they're not just going through the motions. They actually feel their body transfer, feel it transfer, right? You can keep it competitive with the movement here, right? Those are always great drills when guys can compete against each other, whether it's shuffle or turn your shoulders, right? Win or loser every time, and you can call it out. How it relates to the game, right? You see the step, right? Tommy with the counter. You see the linebacker with the counter movement here, you know, steps.
By the way, you guys think I'm bad with rewinding and moving? Coach Knowles goes back way too far. That's not me. That's Coach Knowles. I'm just pointing that out.
I always say that I want the control of the laser pointer and a board boogie, but the moment you give it to me, you're going to be like, dear Lord, take this thing away from Coach Jay.
I'm already feeling that way with Coach Knowles. It's like, bro, what are you talking? Like, we're back on a drill somewhere. All right, we got football.
With the right foot, but he stays balanced. Now he comes back. Now he keeps it tight, and he's got a good scrape. We got a good play. I like that because he keeps it short, right? You can relate that. You can relate that to the drill. You can relate it. He keeps the shoulders square. Boom, plant, foot in the ground, come back, make the tackle.
All right, we're going to take it back to the field on this next one. Is that where we're going?
Yep. And real quick, guys, because I know we've talked about angle pursuit here. Movement mechanics is the mechanic that gets you in position to pursue the angle. Okay, so that's the difference that we're talking about, right? So right out of the rip here, we got aces, so single wide receiver to top of the screen, and to the bottom of the screen, single back, and we're not going to get anything fancy here, right? The right tackle is going to down block and work down to the second level. Go ahead and watch this play. We're going to be watching Campbell in the middle of the mic. Go ahead and circle him. There we go. Right. We're going to watch him. But I really want to show you guys the reverse angle of this. So go ahead and play that all the way through, Boogie. and then we'll talk about his good movement mechanics right here, because he makes it look really, really simple when we see it from the other angle, right? All right, let's see what he's looking at here. The guard on our left-hand side, right? Let's watch his very first step on this play. And then we'll pause it when we get it. So right now, we step down with him, right? We look at the back in the backfield next, okay? Back in the backfield's coming, right? We don't see any pullers coming through the gap. Now, all we got to do is keep a wide base and not click our heels as we work down, just like in those low bags, down to the ball carrier, always working down in a box. Now, there's no true angle here. It's not an angle pursuit. It's a movement mechanic pursuit. Let's watch him use good movement mechanics to fundamentally work inside that gap. It's little, Boogie. It's small, but it's so big, man. And we're going to see why after this video. Just remember how small that looked, how simple that looked, how basic it looked, because it's a basic drill. But if movement mechanics aren't right, nothing is right. You're going to be in trouble all year long. And I made a painful video that you're going to play next to remind everyone what it looks like when you don't have good fundamental movement mechanics inside the box.
I feel like I'm being manipulated. That has been the word of the day. That's been what we've talked about with Jim Knowles' defense. I feel like I'm being manipulated watching this because, going back to the pursuit angle and how we saw the drills and what it looked like in practice, and then you apply that to the field, you bring us the film and we watch it, and it's like just watching Amari Campbell move here. Like you said, it looks simple. It looks basic. It looks simple, but it looks so fluid. And we saw the same thing in the pursuit angle video. And how much, look, practice is important. Practice matters. I talk about it all the time with jiu-jitsu. Everybody's got a number. You got to do, it might be 5,000 repetitions. Yeah, I can go drill an arm bar. That doesn't mean I can catch you in that arm bar. But when I drill it 5,000 times and I lock down each individual little step of the technique, an arm bar is not just an arm bar. It's 15 little basic movements to get to that arm bar. And after you do it 5,000 times, 10,000 times, how much is this? Because Jim Knowles knows how to practice and bring that over to the football field. That's why I love the way this story is playing out in watching this pursuit and now watching it in the movement mechanics.
It's 100% of it. It's why it was easy for me to go to a Penn State video and find this, right? Same with the angle pursuit. It was just easy to find, right? Like, it's littered with it. I mean, even if you're looking at Tony Rojas on the other side, right? I mean, he was just occupying a gap, number 13. But look, his heels never cross, right? Nice wide angle steps. And he's grounded, man. He's in a position to play gap and a half right here over 75, 13 is. And so if they want to pop outside, guess what? They're cooked, right? I'm going to squeeze that down and just gap them over, gap and a half them over, right? But you can't do that if you're grounded. You can't do that if you're playing flat. You can't do that if you're playing poor angles. And let's see what it looks like, Boogie. I mean, let's just see what it looks like. Let's just watch your linebackers here. Watch this. Do you see good, solid, fundamental movement mechanics? Or do you see them recklessly firing their gun over and over into blockers? Just watch these videos as we get them. Angle pursuit on the second level, right? Movement mechanics, no movement mechanics on the first level.
Good Lord,
no movement mechanics, no angle pursuit. No movement mechanics, right? Poor angle pursuit. Let's watch another one. Just watch those linebackers, guys. They are nowhere to be found because their movement mechanics aren't fundamental. And if you remember during our angle pursuit video, I talked about, look at how flat Aaron Carter was on that last play. If you can get back to it. Yeah, look how flat. Look at him. His whole body is turned and 83 is about to seal him. Because the technique, the defense, the scheme, he's wants to try to scrape, but he realizes Tim Banks' schemes put me so behind the 8 ball. I got to turn my shoulders. And the moment I turn my shoulders and I don't practice movement mechanics, that I don't practice a good pursuit angle, that I've got to stick my foot in the ground hard, by the way, a foot that's badly injured, it's setting me up for failure, man, for failure. And it just got tiring at the end of the season last year. Just poor angle pursuit, poor movement mechanics. And yeah, I want to get into some fun zone stuff. Yeah, I want to get into bug alignments. Yeah, I wanted to get in more blitzes, but I want to drive these movement mechanics and angle pursuit home because I know Coach Knowles is. And if you were upset as I was about this kind of stuff last year, you want to learn about this too, right? Because look at your linebackers. Look at playing catch, Edwin Spillman, right there. And it's not because Edwin Spillman's not a great football player. He's a fantastic football player, an awesome football player, a special football player. But look at how they've been coached through their movement mechanics here. Just playing catch, bouncing. They don't have their cleats in the dirt. They don't have a solid base, and they're not working fundamentally down to the football. And it was maddening last year. Maddening.
We're going to go back over this one's Jim Knowles going to talk us through it.
Take us home.
To me, it's really about trusting your feet. You know, you want to trust your feet in critical situations. That's why the bags are there to me. So you're not looking down. You know, you got to be able to pound your feet into the ground, push off, you know, scrape the grass. You don't want them too high. You want to use the low bags for sure. But it is a matter to me of the linebacker trusting those feet. And then that finish, right? Left profile tackle, left leg, left shoulder, left leg, left shoulder.
Knees to nuts.
Run through, drive for 5. Right. You can see how one was better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
One guy's pushing it for 5 yards. Yep. That's quick, but you saw on tape how it's quick in the game, right? The fundamental of just moving the feet and keeping them apart and keeping your shoulders square. The play happens fast. Boom. Yeah. When you know, go. You see the pace of the linebacker, shoulder square. Now he knows. Now he can move, and he can execute the tackle.
And watching this play right here, that goes right back to the pursuit drill that you showed from Jim Knowles. It's like watching their shoulders as they pursue, and they're always square. And then, like you love to say it, now you got me say it. When it's time to shoot your gun, you shoot your gun and go. And it's like it's watching it play out on the field, man. It's just so good. It's so good.
Staying square for as long as he can. Then he's got to get back, right? He's got to get back to get that right foot up.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't get back to right foot dominant right there like he's trying to do, he's going to get cut back on.
Yeah. Last play.
Yeah, the
always
pace,
working down.
the movement, working downhill the whole time, right? Closing the space, keeping it tight. All good movement skills right there.
You said it seems simple and dumb. It's almost like you're not in a hurry. It's almost like there's patience. It's like I'm working downhill. I'm staying square. I'm moving, and then I'm attacking when it's time to attack. With Tennessee, it feels like it looks like backyard football. It's like I'm just running all over the field trying to make a play versus being patient, trusting the process, trusting the guy beside me, and going and making a play. Man, it just seems way too simple.
I think under our predecessor, we ran a lot of drills to see how quick we could run them, how fancy we could run them, how good we can look when we run over high bags and keep high knees and not be competitive during drill, but I don't think it had. Some football drills are cool drills and they look cool and you feel like you're getting better. But then there's drills that actually give you the tools that you need to perform within a game. And I think with Knowles, we have someone that's going to teach our young men how to play with the tools they need to succeed on the football field. And that's really why I didn't just jump from angle pursuit to zone or something like that, because I wanted to beat movement mechanics and angle pursuit into everyone's head so that they understand how much it hurt our team last year. And it hurt a lot, guys. It hurt a lot.
What do you guys think? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash the thumbs up. Go check out our merchandise. Go check out our Patreon. Hey, man, we got a game day chat where you guys will be in a chat room during the game with me. We talk it out. We get fired up. We sometimes we make excuses. Sometimes we cry. But it's a good time, man. We also have a Discord thread. It is like a group text with me, Coach, and the boys. You want to ask us a question? Sometimes that thing's going off at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, is the Discord? I wake up to 75 messages. It is a good time. You got a question about X's and O's, you can tag Coach Jay in there. You want to talk about recruiting, me and Scoops are in there. Fowls in there, Dauber, the X Factor. It is a good time. Go check it out. All the links are in the description below. That is part of our Patreon that you guys can go check it out. But that is going to do it for this one. For Coach Jay, my name is Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.